So I just wanted to do a really quick video. Last year I did a review on Pennhurst Asylum, which is a haunted walkthrough. It was a real place as well as a mental hospital. And like I said, it was a haunted review, and they did like haunted walk, like I think it was 3 different haunted walkthroughs. I'm not exactly sure, I can't really remember, but I'll post that video below. And so I wanted to do a really quick video on a new haunted walkthrough that I went to the other day. And that was, never mind, I thought I saw a bug on my wall, but I didn't. And it's called Haunted Scarehouse. It's in Wharton, New Jersey, which is about an hour and a half from where I live, so it's definitely a travel, you know, it's a distance. But I decided to go with one of my friends to Haunted Scarehouse. This is their third, I believe it's their third year running. So it's fairly new. And all it is 2 different haunted walkthroughs inside this, like, I think it's a warehouse, like an old warehouse. So we went there. This place was pretty much in the middle of nowhere, at least wherever that place is located. It was pretty much in the middle of nowhere. But anyway, so we went there, and first of all, we went on a Sunday, which was great because nobody was in line. Maybe 5 people ahead of us. It was no line at all, which was awesome. So it was just like in and out. It was great. I always say so many times, but I can't help it. But so we went there. I need to stop saying it. So we went there. It was, I think it was $22 per person, but I had a Groupon. So we paid $22 altogether, so $11 per person. We went there, first of all, what I have to say about this is that the staff is extremely friendly, which always helps. They were so nice. They asked us where we were from, you know, what drew us to that place, I guess. And it was just, they were just so nice. So definitely a thumbs up for that. The first thing I noticed once we got in there, we paid and got in there and everything. First thing I noticed is that when you were online waiting to go in, they had the line here, and then when you got to the top of the line, they had a section where you take pictures. Like they gave you props like knives and axes and stuff, and you took pictures for maybe a minute. But it was great because it separated you from all the other groups. So when you were taking your picture, they had a group waiting in behind you, and they had a group going in front of you. So by the time you were done with the pictures, no one was going to be, because you know how when you walk through a lot of haunted walkthroughs, it's just, you all run into each other. It's honestly probably one of my biggest pet peeves. It's just so annoying when you run into other groups when you're inside the walkthrough. So that was one way they managed to separate everybody, which was great. That was definitely, that alone would give them an A+ for me. After we got in through that section, we went into another waiting area. This one was bigger, and this one was so decorated. I wish I had pictures. I probably could have took pictures, but I didn't. But it had a lot of props in it. It had things hanging from the ceiling. It had, you know, like, supposed to look like, kind of like, not jungle, but like leaves and everything. So I guess a little jungle-y, I don't know, like maybe the woods. And then they had this one guy that was all dressed up, and he would like try to scare people on the line. It's very hard to scare me, so he didn't succeed with that very well. He snuck up behind me, and he was actually right here on my shoulder. I didn't even notice. And then when I did notice, I just kind of turned around and I was like, hi. I didn't even scream or anything. He tried. It's all that counts. But his mask was awesome. Like, it looked like it was his face. It was really well done. Anyway, so it was time for us to go in. It was just me and one other friend. So we went in, and, I mean, I'm not going to say everything I saw, because if you do plan to go, you want to be surprised. But what I will say is we didn't run to any other groups inside, which was amazing. So awesome that happened, because I love, you know, when you don't run into groups, like I said. The props, they had tons of props in there. I mean, this place must have cost hundreds of thousands of dollars to make because the props were outrageous, some of them. They were just incredible. And they had tons of actors inside, like one on every corner. And it was great. They did a really good job. You can tell that all the staff wants to be there. And even if they don't want to be there, they're definitely good at hiding that because they were just excellent. They were just so good. I really have nothing bad to say about this. Like I said, the props were amazing. They had this one prop when you got to the end of this hallway. I don't know if it was supposed to be a T-Rex or an alligator. It was something like that, like a lizard, alligator, T-Rex thing. It was huge. This was like 10 of me. Humongous. And it would come out. So I'm sitting there, and it's still coming out. So we literally had to keep backing up. Huge, huge this prop. And it was scary for a prop. It was really, really scary. And I also had this other prop that was supposed to be a werewolf. And it was stuck inside this like jail cell kind of thing. And that was an amazing prop as well. That looked so real. I mean, even when I was in there, I stopped in my step. And I was like, wow, this is awesome. Like, it looked so real. Even my friend, and she's terrified of these walk-throughs. And she even stopped just to say how amazing that was. They had one section where you were distracted by something that was going on up here. And down below where your feet were, the floor basically felt like it was giving out. It just kind of went all over the place, which was a really cool effect. And another one is there was this girl inside there, and it was like a staircase, like a very small staircase. And she was like walking down as a somersault, so like, you know, back there, and she was walking down in a somersault basically. It was crazy, like the amount of work they put into this place, from the props to the way they thought everything out, because they had to have figured everything out if they're that good with separating groups. It was just amazing. The first floor especially. The second floor was also the second part of the attraction. It was called the attic. And, you know, it's just kind of it was a mishmash of everything. Honestly, they could have just dealt with the one floor and that would have been good enough for me. The second one, I mean, it was very good. But it was just more like they kind of just threw everything together in there. You know, they just kind of like, oh, we'll just put that there. But, I mean, I really don't have any complaints. That place was pretty amazing, and I would definitely recommend it. And, I mean, that place is worth way more than, I mean, I think it is $22 per person normally, and that place is worth like $40 per person. That place is worth way more than $22. That place is amazing. I highly recommend it. Great staff. Decent, really decent price, and awesome props and actors. They really work hard, and the props are just worth every penny alone. If they got rid of every actor in there, that place would still be worth its money because of the props. Definitely give this a thumbs up. Highly recommend you go to this. This is in Wharton, New Jersey. Highly, highly recommend this. So please check it out. If nothing else, then check out the website because they are just awesome. And I will see you next time. Bye.